12 months later to try and become the top performer in the division. So, LEVAI in the blue and SOHRABI in the red. Impressive days behind both these two. And particularly that semi-final with LEVAI was an eyebrow-raising one.
Yeah, I mean, at 19 years old, coming in and knocking off Garay, like in the way he did as well, just keeping it close, one-on-one, really shook Garay out, especially in parterre position where Garay ever so dangerous is. Just unmovable, really, LEVAI on the ground.
He's got a big smile when things go his way. Levente LEVAI. But its business face is on right now. Gets 2 points here.
I mean, the referee warned him twice. He said, be careful with the fingers, with the interlocking. Don't be pulling fingers. He's warned him twice. The third warning is always a caution and 2 points. So, really, if you're SOHRABI here, you need to just let go of those fingers. Try and go for a 2-on-1 or an underhook. Or what he's doing now, that's completely fine. Moving around with the hands. But the second you start pulling fingers like that and you keep being warned, you are going to get penalised.
SOHRABI's got in here. And he'll take a point for the step out. Headlock on, broken off. It's physical. It really is, this contest so far. Forward pressure from SOHRABI. Exactly what you expect from a charged up Iranian in a final. And this can so often be the way to victory too. 2 step out points for SOHRABI. If you're finding yourself, George, being consistently pushed back, the options you can take, how many are there?
Yeah, I mean, LEVAI needs to try and get his back to the centre of the mat. He can't keep getting pushed out like that. He needs to be really careful. Just when he's getting pushed, try and circle back into the centre, try and get his back to the middle, and then relieve that pressure by just making a little bit of distance between him and SOHRABI.
Here goes SOHRABI. Clamps on. Elbow to elbow grip. And here he goes. LEVAI's capacity in parterre being tested thoroughly. SOHRABI almost got him off the ground.
Again, SOHRABI with that underhook driving LEVAI to the outside. LEVAI needs to circle back in. Can't afford to stay on the air, and just like that, work his way back in. Now from there, he could have driven forward then and tried to get SOHRABI off the mat.
SOHRABI taking himself up a couple of notches since the beginning. It's going to end this first round in the lead. George, what's your inkling about the conversations that would have gone on after the loss to Garay earlier? It's been 4 hours since then. LEVAI beat Garay, an Iranian. Back in the training hall, are all those learnings being transferred onto SOHRABI so that he's ready for this final, or are wrestlers a little bit more individual than that?
Well, no, I think, personally, I think the coaches have had a good look now at LEVAI and realised what his tactics are and how he works his way around the matches, so it gives him a little bit of an advantage going in. Which, you know, these Iranian wrestlers, they are so difficult to work with because they have got one style, but it's very hard to stop. So tactically wise, very difficult to deal with. But if you're LEVAI now, you need to get shifting a little this first 30 seconds. Try and drive forward, try and get SOHRABI on the back foot, get him passive.
Yeah, putting SOHRABI in parterre would be useful for the Hungarian. Shoulder throw attempt here. Goodness me, he's got out of that like an escape artist.
A great cartwheel over the top out of that shoulder throw attempt from SOHRABI. LEVAI just jumps over, cartwheels over the top, slips his arm out. LEVAI edging forward. Putting SOHRABI on the back foot, doing a good job.
Parterre coming here, and yeah, SOHRABI is down. LEVAI's taking the lead again, remember, with that last point. He'd like to add a few more to the pile here. Here he goes. Gets SOHRABI in the air. And neither man doing damage in parterre. But LEVAI on criteria is ahead. What will this come down to? Both of them trying to work that out right now. What's the move that will work? Third parterre. No point for the third parterre, and in fact, it won't be a parterre. The choice given to SOHRABI, and he says, I'm better off standing. What's your reading of that decision, George?
SOHRABI just a little bit confused why he didn't get the point, but because it's the second passivity in one round, you don't get the point. So looking at his coaches to say, hey, where was my point? And I think he's going to regret not going down in parterre, because not only do you get a little bit of time in parterre to work, but you've always got a chance of scoring points.
It's lit a fire underneath him, though.
I mean, well, he has to go, doesn't he? He has to work.
Oh, he's got to the edge. That's wonderful, though, from LEVAI. He might have got a point himself. Here comes the flying squirrel. He's got him by the head. No score. SOHRABI denied again. Challenges come in. So we're going to roll this back and forward and have a look with 30 seconds to go. George, what will they be looking for here? And which part of it might see a score on the board?
Well, the Iranian corner, do you think that he maybe should have got the 2 points for jumping over? Now, if you look at the neck of LEVAI in this, he's really corkscrewed his head almost off his shoulders. It was that tight, but LEVAI refusing to give anything. As you can see here, did give no points. So in my opinion, no 2 points there. There was no back exposure. You see him jump over, goes for a flying squirrel. Over the top, gets the neck. LEVAI hanging by his neck here. Manages to step over the top. No exposure, nothing.
And that's a stunning piece of athleticism from LEVAI. Neck almost wrenched off. Knee almost put out. Confirmation that no points are on the board. Challenge lost, so it's a point to LEVAI.
Just goes to show how versatile these wrestlers are. They can bend and twist in ways the normal human body can't. And that's why it's important to have a strong neck, especially in Greco-Roman wrestling.
One thing that hasn't been bent or twisted is the resolve of LEVAI in this contest. He throws SOHRABI down. That's how you get rid of a squirrel that's attacking you.
A little bit from LEVAI, small mistake there. Instead of just letting his opponent go, should have just fallen on top of him and kept the pressure, because he would have got more points for that because he was clean on his back.
Seconds gone. It's over. No one has put more energy, more effort, more bluster into trying to get a victory today than Daniel SOHRABI. He was all out, blowing every single valve he had from about 90 seconds to go, but still Levente LEVAI has come out on top. This man is a potential superstar. 19 years of age from Hungary,